What's up, y'all? This your girl, Jay Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. On the phone this afternoon, we got a brother by the name of Sid. He's an author and he's also an entrepreneur. So we're going to talk to him about his craft, his business, and whatever else he got going on. So we're going to jump right into it. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thanks very much. Appreciate you taking your time to be here to share your craft with us and what you got going on. So
I appreciate you for having me.
Oh, for sure. So we're going to jump right into it. So tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my name's Cedric Tucker, but everybody calls me Shed, where I come from. Originally, I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana. But in the mid-'90s, we moved to Kansas City, and I was raised in Kansas City on the north side of Kansas City. One of the roughest places that you can really grow up at.
Yeah.
I'm a father of two. I have a wife. I'm currently incarcerated. Been locked up for the last 16 years since I was 18 years old.
Okay.
I'm on my way out. I'm on my way out of here in a minute, but I'm a new author. Got a trilogy coming out called Crossing Game. Crossing Game Part 1 will be headed to Amazon real soon, so y'all will be able to cop that. They drop within the next month or so.
Okay, congratulations.
I own a business with my wife.
Say that again.
I said I own a business with my wife called CNC Laundry Service. We was one of the first in Kansas City to start this type of laundry service to where we do pickups and drop-offs.
Okay.
And we started this around COVID time, so
that is perfect.
It really blossomed into something real nice, though. So
yeah.
I got a lot of things going on in life right now, so they can look out for it.
All right. Congratulations on everything. You got a lot of achievements that you got going on. So kudos to that. I want to talk a little bit about, being down for 16 years. That's a lot of time. How have you been, dealing with that? What you been up to?
I've been, at the beginning of this time, of course, it started off rough the first 5-6 years of my bit, me in and out the whole fight a lot. Just the norm around this place, around this environment that we in. We in the Lions Den. It's a rough environment. But over the course of these last little 5-6 years of, of my bit right now at this moment, I've been trying to really, do something different with my life. I received my GED in 2017. Now I'm in the process of, I applied for Ashland University, so I'm in the process of getting my business degree. And I started writing. I started writing back in 2009, but I really didn't get back to it like 2 years later after I done really calmed myself down and got my head in the right headspace to really get back to what I love to do, which is telling a story.
Right.
Because, all of our life is a story, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's on us how we tell it. So, I turned my trials and tribulations of what I've been through in the beginning, and I'm trying to make it into a positive. So with this book that I have coming out called Crossing Game Part 1, which is an urban book, it's really a story about, young brothers growing up in the inner city, in the streets, selling drugs, doing things of that nature, and how money and greed and envy and jealousy can really change people. And it shows the story of some young guys coming up and how all of that changed when too much money got involved.
Right.
And so it's something for the readers to see. It ain't me trying to promote any violence or gang violence or drug sales or anything of that nature. It's for me to show the readers to where what can happen if they choose this life. That's what I want them to take from me.
All right. I can dig that. So when did you know that you was interested in writing? What made you say, this is what I want to do right here?
I was sitting in the cell one day. I had received my time. I got locked up in February 2007. And I received my time in June of 2009. And, at this time, I got locked up when I was 18. So at this time, I'm 21, going on 21 once I received my time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sitting in the cell one day, and I used to tell myself, like, I wanted to be a rapper. Okay. So I'm writing rhymes and things of that nature. But it really wasn't for me when it all boils down to it. But when you rapping, you telling a story.
Right.
So I grabbed a pen one day and just got to writing. And I'm writing really about certain things that transpired back when I was on the streets.
Okay.
And as I'm looking at this, and I'm letting other people read it, and they saying like, "Hold up, man, you got something right here." And it went from there. I realized that I had a knack for writing and telling a story, and I just went from there.
All right. So what made you want to make this a trilogy as opposed to like a single standalone book?
Well, one of my brothers, Akasha, one of my brothers, he's a good dude. That's a good brother. He's one of the people that came to me years later. Like I said, in '09, I started writing this book, and I had finished it. Mm-hmm. Again, years have passed, and I'm just clowning, and I'm acting out, and I'm doing all these other type of things. He started writing books. Mm-hmm. Years later, he started writing books, and so I ended up getting transferred to a different penitentiary. And when I came back down this way, he had this thing already going on and things of that nature. And he asked me, man, whatever happened to that book you wrote?
Right.
And I told him, man, I just put it up in my locker and never thought about it again. And so when he read it, he said, man, this story right here, it seems like it can keep going. And so once he told me that, I went ahead and sat and thought about it. And as I read over it, I seen hold up, this story can continue to go on and on.
Right.
And once I got to the part to where, which made me make it a trilogy, I'm like, okay, I want to stop. I don't want to do too much with it. I want to stop it right here. So, it's really gonna play out real nice. Once the readers see it and grasp everything that's going on, it's gonna play out real nice. Though, but he's the reason that I chose to make it a trilogy instead of just keeping it one book, because he made me see it in a different light than what I was looking at it when I initially put it together.
Okay. Well, shout out to Akasha. Definitely good brother. Definitely awesome author. He be knocking them books out. So, that's what's up. So, after the trilogy, do you have something else in mind that you want to write, or are you going to stop at the trilogy, or have you even thought about it?
Well, back in 2019, I was sitting back and I started writing a memoir about my life. Mm-hmm. And so I stopped on it. I got kind of deep into it, and then I stopped on it because my sister-in-law asked me a question one day, and she asked me a question when I told her I was writing a memoir about my life. And she asked me, she said, "So what is your redemption?" And as I sat and thought about that, at that particular moment in time when she asked me this, I really didn't have anything outside of my everyday living that I was doing inside of this place and that I've done outside of this place. And so that made me put that to the side. But now, after I do this trilogy, I'm going to come back with the memoir on my life, because I feel like the direction my life has taken and the direction it's going in, I have more to add to myself and to the community, to the world, and the legacy that I'm trying to leave behind. So I'm going to come back with the memoir. It's going to be called Fight Through My Eyes by Seth Tucker. So that's what I'm going to come back with after this trilogy. First, I'm going to get this trilogy out the way and leave the readers entertained with this, and then I'm going to come back with that.
Okay, for sure. We're going to definitely be on the lookout for that. So let's talk a little bit more about the entrepreneurship. Again, kudos and congratulations for being able to be an entrepreneur from behind the G-Wall. Being in the free world doing that can be a task. So, it's definitely a double achievement being behind the wall. So, how does it feel to be an entrepreneur?
It feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be doing something positive, and also being able to do something as a unit with my woman, with my wife, Carissa Tucker, being able to do something with her to where, she brings the best out of me. And, we started this business, CNC laundry service, as just a thought that she had years ago and something that she loved to do. And I told her, let's do this. And as time went on and just me being able to see all the good things that can happen once you start putting your time and energy and effort into something positive, it feels good. It's a good feeling. It's an amazing feeling. And I'm trying to stay the course and make sure that I stay on the path of moving righteous and doing what needs to be done. And also, like somebody did with me, help bring and uplift the next generation of brothers.
That's real solid, bro, for sure. I wish y'all nothing but great success with that. So, I know you said that you'll be getting out soon. So, what are your plans when you get out? What you trying to do out here?
My plans when I get out is, like I said, just, I done really found my purpose in life. You know, in life, you got to know your purpose. And in life, you know what I'm saying, you have to advance and make sure you're moving in your purpose daily. And my purpose is, like, to make sure that I'm doing everything daily to take care of my wife, my kids, and make sure that I'm doing everything daily to where go back into these same communities that I once upon a time helped, you know, make them to what they turned out to be.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
I want to also do my part in, you know, helping the next generation of brothers, going and talk to the kids and trying to steer them on a different path and make sure I'm helping giving jobs to people and things of that nature. I want to be a very intricate part to the community when I get out of here, because I feel like that's my purpose, to give back, to give myself. You know what I'm saying? Not only just to my family, but to the community where I come from and outside of those communities where I come from, helping in any way I can.
Yeah, that's real solid, bro, for real. You know, that time is coming to the end, so I do want to ask you, is there any gems or anything that you
have 1 minute left
that you want to leave the people with? Any gems or words?
Well, I'm going to say this before I get up off here, man. So in life, man, like I say, you have to find your purpose and make sure that daily you advancing in your purpose. So no matter what you do, no matter what you've been through, you can overcome it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm living it. I done seen it happen with the brothers that I done came in contact with inside of this place. So understand that no matter what you're doing in life, find your purpose and live in it. Don't forget what everybody say about you and what they got to say. Live in your purpose. Do what it is you're supposed to be doing. Put God first.